We are talking about AWS cloud migration. And before we talk about cloud migration, let's talk about what is cloud. I keep telling everybody I meet in my profession that so hard to understand terminologies are actually not so hard to understand, should not be not too hard to understand, because they're part of our own life. And let's see how the cloud technologies could be very easy to understand. So let's go. So the primary hardware of all energy on earth, I would argue, it is the sun. It is the sun that generates all energy. It is the sun that is the source of energy, all animals, all plants, all living creatures. It's the sun. Clear sunny day, you will realize that we all can see the sun on a clear sunny day, but the sun gets hidden on a very cloudy day, right? But even though the sun is hidden, it keeps hitting the earth even though it is hidden. The sun hardware keeps powering the earth on cloudy days even though we cannot see it, right? There is no, it is universal truth. We have understood this truth from generations. And now, if we compare this, to our cloud understanding, now let's see what is happening. Our applications can see their own hardware. We can make our own application can seeing their own hardware. Deploy them on bare metal machines, but it is not natural for all living beings or applications to have their own sun or hardware. You don't have your own sun. I don't have my own sun. We all share. Our ancestors shared their sun, and we will share. Our children will share. So sharing hardware is a very common practice in humanity and civilization. Sharing is the realistic approach. Like all living beings share the primary energy generating hardware sun on earth, modern applications share the same hardware. And it is called virtualization. Sharing hardware is called virtualization. It is the heart of the cloud based migration. I don't care what cloud is your favorite. It can be AWS, it can be Azure, it can be it can be Google Cloud Engine, or you can choose to even have a private cloud inside your premises. Even those private cloud, the basic technology, their power is, as I said, coming from the all the planets sharing the same hardware. Sun is all the applications sharing the same hardware. So that's how the sharing goes. A little bit different, as you can see. I don't want to drag this too far. So a sun is so powerful, it can power everything in our Milky Way galaxy. But when you talk about cloud virtualization, we need obviously more than one hardware, physical machines to power our a lot of applications. So that's the difference. Otherwise, the analogy is the same. The living beings share sun and applications share hardware. That's called virtualization. So before we move on, this is something we would like to keep you in mind. This is one diagram of the how virtualization work. So as you can see, at the bottommost level, we have infrastructure, which is bare metal networking, infrastructure. Then on that we have the host operating system, and then on that the hypervisor, right? On that hypervisor, we have guest operating system. We can have a Ubuntu, we can have a Red Hat, we can have a Windows, and each of the three operating system actually are sharing the same bare metal hardware. Like all living beings, as I said, share sun, and these three applications share the same hardware. And on top of the guest applications, we have applications and their libraries. So one difference, one thing that you can see here, in this model, we are actually duplicating the guest OS, right? We are actually duplicating the guest OS. In the next model, next architecture that I will show you, which is this. This is called a Docker deployment model or container deployment model. In this, what is happening? We are not sharing the guest OS anymore. It is more like a lot of people share the same sun, and a lot of applications start sharing the same host operating system through a thin layer called Docker engine. This is faster, this is cheaper, and this is more more lightweight. So that is the model, I would say, gaining more popularity in the cloud migration these days. So moving on, as I said, if you have any questions about this section, please leave comments. I would try to answer them as soon as possible. This is a very exciting discussion, and you can learn, I can learn from each other. So, and if you like the videos, please subscribe. As I said, I will keep uploading each week 2 or 3 videos, and we'll go from there. Thanks for listening, and bye. Thank you. I will see you in the next video.